Hi, everybody. Last time, Caleb the vampire escaped from the evil witch's dungeon, and he decided to relocate to Copperdale, thinking he could be incognito and that Brandy, the evil witch, is pretty unlikely to try to track him down here. Caleb took all the money, except maybe like $60 from Brandy's household. And while she was gone, he just unlocked his dungeon door and decided to move. And so what I want to do today is check out his house. All right, so you might notice, even though it's dark, Caleb has a slightly different look now. And mainly he got a new look because he wants to be in disguise so that Brandy can't find him. So I wanted to take you on a quick tour of his house. Daylight. All right, everybody. So this is Caleb's lot, and he could barely afford this land, and he was able to construct a little dwelling on it. And you can see it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and he tried to make his location even more discreet by not putting windows up on this side. You'll see he does have a few windows out here so he can get the view of the water, but otherwise he really doesn't have a lot of windows, and he has been planting lots of seeds that he took with him. So you can see he's got all sorts of things in the garden, and they're all looking good, but especially over here, he decided to plant a bunch of trees, and so he's hoping these will grow really big and hide his house even more from onlookers, because he does not want Brandy to find him, which is the story of so many of her dungeon minions who have escaped. This is the second one who's had to flee to a different location. So I just wanted to show y'all the build. Unfortunately, when I was doing the gameplay on stream, the recording was super laggy. In fact, he wants to split from the household and move. And so he makes a call to one of his friends who works at a vampire agency that helps them find housing. And he even feels like he has to whisper because he doesn't want them to hear, because he thinks Brandy has been abusing him. He secretly decides to transfer all of the money into his account except for $74, which he leaves for Morgan, because he doesn't feel any hard feelings against Morgan because he realizes Morgan didn't understand what he was getting into, and he just feels like he has to flee, and he feels like it's payback for everything Brandy put him through. And so we've got another fleeing dungeon minion, and while Brandy's sleeping and Morgan's trapped in the dungeon, Caleb just runs for it. I'll go ahead and show you. You can see it's pretty small. He's got a bathroom, and in the bathroom are just, the basic things you might want. I think he's currently off the grid. He's just got a tub, a toilet, a sink, and there's not even wallpaper on the walls yet. And then in the main house, he did choose a color scheme that he thought looked very different from his former persona. He used to have a lot of black and red, so, he went with colors that are a little different, thinking that might throw Brandy off. And you can see he also changed his look. So now he's got long blonde hair, and I guess he's just sitting there with the closed book in his hand, and he's staring at it. That's an interesting way to interact with a book. And inside, you can see it's pretty plain. I mean, pretty bare bones. He really didn't have a lot of money. So he has a mirror, a bookshelf. One day, hopefully we can afford a computer, but right now he just has $108. Have a little bit of off-grid lighting, some curtains that he can use, and, just his coffin that he sleeps in. So I'm not even sure if I put a roof on this yet. No, not really. So let's just go ahead and pop one on there. And I'm not really gonna do anything too special here. I'm just gonna kind of pull that over and cover the whole roof with that. And the main point of this is just for him to have a place to stay. He really doesn't know what the next steps in life are gonna be at this point. And he's mainly just hoping Brandy will stay away from him. So let's just change the type of tile on the roof to something that fits a little bit better with what we've got going here. He wants it to kind of blend in to where nobody really seems to notice or care that this building is there. It just kind of seems like it's always been there, and so nobody's gonna think twice about it or try to visit or anything, he hopes. So I feel like, that's decent. And I guess let's let's make a little roof for this other one too, and just do something similar, except maybe we'll just rotate it towards that direction. Lower it all the way down, and then we'll just copy that. And he's got a few simoleons, so let's just go ahead and finish these with some siding. Okay, so we got some siding on there. This is Caleb's new house, and like I said, I know it's not much, but it is a little hideaway, and he's trying to be really discreet, and hopefully soon these different plants will grow big and strong, but until then, he will just continue to hide out here in his new disguise, just hoping Brandy never finds him. So I don't know, would you recognize that this was Caleb if I hadn't told you? I will do another video soon showing his makeover, which was pretty fun. So we'll see what'll happen to Brandy on our next episode. Join us live on Twitch every Monday. You can help us make decisions about which potions Brandy will use. Definitely stop on by.